Stages of a healthy relationship. The 3 stages every couple should go through. Why aren't relationships working out? You may be stuck in one of some of the initial stages. They say that relationships are always individual and unpredictable, and everyone's relationship is different. Is that true? Yes and no. On the one hand, all people are unique. On the other hand, any relationship is subject to the stages of group dynamics, which have long been studied and described. By the way, these same stages can be traced in other relationship models. For example, parent-child. Let's find out what these stages are and what they look like. Stage 1. Merger. When people first enter a relationship, they are euphoric. The partner seems perfect or close to it. All thoughts are preoccupied with this person and the usual life is temporarily sidelined. Partners try to be around as much as possible. They rejoice when they see similarities and hardly notice differences and shortcomings. Merger is a normal stage. It is necessary for the couple to form an initial attachment and basic trust in each other. Stage 2. Separation. The euphoria has subsided, the anxiety of, "Do I really like me?" has gone. Partners are remembering what was important to them before the relationship began, re-establishing friendships, returning to hobbies and interests. And anxious people may feel that the partner has become less attentive, less loving. The task of this stage is to regain the feeling of themselves as a separate person with their own values and motives, harmoniously fit the relationship into their lives. Sometimes people feel disappointment, noticing the shortcomings of the partner, meeting with differences. But this disappointment does not mean the failure of the relationship. On the contrary, sometimes it is worth experiencing it to see a real person next to you and to understand how critical his shortcomings are for you. It is important at this stage to realize that we cannot fix the flaws of another person, because we have no moral right to change another person for us. But we can say what we don't like, discuss it, and seek a compromise. The same is true for us. Stage 3. Secondary rapprochement. If the separation is successful, by this point the partners have already gotten to know each other from different sides. And at the same time they have remembered their own values. At the 3rd stage there are serious joint plans, the relationship becomes more conscious, warmer and closer. After all, people are already interacting with a real partner, not with their projections and fantasies. What happens next? At the 3rd stage, of course, the relationship does not stop. Further, they can periodically return to one of the first stages. For example, for a while, you may fall in love with your partner again and be in fantasies and dreams. These fluctuations are normal. You should not be afraid of them. You should live them, realize them, talk about them with your partner. Problems begin when people get stuck in one of the stages. When stuck in fusion, for example, a person forgets about himself, strives to be together all the time, adjusts his life to the interests of the other and gets anxious because of his partner's attempts to distance himself. Getting stuck in the separation stage can look like a desire to constantly reclaim one's interests, territory, and desires as if they are being encroached upon. Why is it stuck? The basis may be traumas. For example, mom in childhood often left alone, and now it is difficult for a person to let go of a partner. Or mom was cavalier about boundaries. Then the person may unconsciously assert boundaries as an adult, even if they are not infringed upon. Personal attitudes can also be the cause of stuckness. For example, loving people should always be together. Therapy works well with all types of stuckness. If you feel that you do not have enough knowledge and skills, do not hesitate to contact a specialist. This is in any case better than constantly changing the relationship for another, getting stuck again and again at the same stage and gradually becoming completely disillusioned with the relationship. It is also wrong to hold on to a destructive or non-developing relationship to the last, causing each other pain and discomfort. Remember that trying a relationship is already a success. But in a relationship, responsibility is always shared in half.